Hello there, and welcome back. My name is Sean Reimer, I don't rhyme, and this in front of me is the best Tardis toy in the world. Now, for those who don't know, I actually reviewed this thing, but it was 10 years ago, and I looked like this.
Sean is very bored, and today I'm going to show you my Christmas haul. So, here it goes.
Alright, so here it is. Sorry, if you put it down on something, it makes landing noises, but, so there it is. It's got the lantern and everything. It doesn't have the Matt Smith one doesn't have the cool lighting that this one has. And I bought this on eBay, and it was used, and it's in great condition, guys.
So I figured it was time for a little bit of an update, especially since David Tennant is back as the Doctor now. And I put Christopher Eccleston in there as well because this is their TARDIS. The 9th and 10th Doctor's TARDIS. This is the flight control TARDIS from Character Options, and it is phenomenal. I got this 10 years ago, used, and I'm going to demonstrate why it is so amazing. So, first off, takes AAA batteries. There's a battery compartment right there. Right there, and you got your speaker grills. The detailing on this is phenomenal. You've got some really good wood grain detailing, and it looks sufficiently aged as well. That's the thing about this TARDIS. It just came out of the Time War, so there's TARDISes that have looked cleaner than it, but I think the slightly worn TARDIS looks amazing. So, yeah, detailing's spot on. To activate the features of this toy, you've got a on and off button at the very bottom there. So you flip that on, and as you can see, the TARDIS lights up. And here, I'll shut off my lights here so you can see that a little bit better. There we go. So as you can see, and where this differs from a traditional TARDIS toy is that the windows light up, and you also got your police box signage that lights up, and you got your flashing lantern. So to activate the sounds of this toy, what you do is there's a button on the bottom here, right on the bottom, and what you do is you put it down, and then it'll play the landing sound effect. It goes on for a while. So while it's on the desk here, I might as well show you the interior lights and sounds. So the doors do open, and if you open the doors here, you have the lovely TARDIS interior from Series 1 to Series 4. And there's a light in there that illuminates it. You got your red floor on there, and it plays the interior sounds. So to close it, what you do is you pull on this door. And speaking of this door, the police box phone actually opens up here. Very nice touch. And then you push there's a button. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's a button right there that you press to close it. And then there's also takeoff sound effects when you lift it up. Goes on for a little while as well. For those who don't know, where the Radiophonic Workshop got these sound effects from is they took a key and they dragged it across some piano strings and then slowed it down. So it's an incredible noise for this time machine. But that's not the only. Those aren't the only features for this TARDIS. As you can see here, we have a white circle. Now you're probably going, Sean, what is that white circle? It is a spindle. You grab the TARDIS by the lantern, and you put your finger underneath here, and then you rotate it. And it plays the corresponding TARDIS traveling sound effects. And it will keep playing the sound effects as long as you keep spinning it, so. And this is great for play. And then one final thing is if you shake the TARDIS, it'll play out of control noises. Which is a nice touch. Sometimes it takes a good shake to do it. You really got to act like an alcoholic mother shaking her baby. So here, I'll put it down. That's pretty much the toy. It's very simple, but in execution, it is absolutely phenomenal. Character options really haven't been able to top a TARDIS toy like this yet. They came out with a 11th Doctor's flight control TARDIS that it didn't have the light up windows or the light up interior, and the interior was kind of crap as well. It would only display like a random wall, which is the way the 11th Doctor's TARDIS interior was, but at the same time it didn't make for a great toy. So and then for the 12th Doctor, they came out with a spin and fly TARDIS, which back before Doctor Who went back to the 5-inch figures, as seen here, they had 3 3/4-inch figures, so they had to shrink down the TARDIS. Because the great thing about this toy is that you can actually fit some figures in here, and they wanted to keep that for the spin and fly TARDIS, but it was a lot tinier. It didn't have the spindle. It didn't have any electronic sound effects for the interior at all, and you had to attach like a clear plastic base onto it to fly it, which was terrible. So when they switched back to the 5-inch figures for Peter Capaldi's run, they came out with another flight control TARDIS, which was pretty much a repaint of this one, which I don't mind at all. Like, it had the same features as this one, some updated sounds, but it was fundamentally the same toy. I can't get David out. David doesn't want to go again. So as when it comes to the 13th Doctor's toys, I have no idea what they're doing for Jodie now that Jodie's done. So I'm hoping now that with David Tennant back as the Doctor again, I'm hoping we get some more toys. I'm looking at David Tennant being back as the Doctor in a good light, in the sense that hopefully we get some more toys and it'll get some more people back into Doctor Who, because I know with Jodie and Peter to a lesser extent, it really alienated some fans. I'm really looking forward to the 15th Doctor as well, and then Doctor Who is going to have an actual budget for once. I think it's around $1 million per episode or something like that. It's a much better budget now on Disney+. So I'm glad Doctor Who's finally getting its funding back, and I'm glad Russell T Davies is taking over again, because he is a phenomenal writer, and I think Doctor Who is in good hands, and hopefully the toy line is also in good hands. On that wonderful note, it's time to end. Thank you so much for watching. Good night.